the science team is one bag of shit.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like...
Greetings, comrades! This is I'm Caleb. It's been a while since I uploaded a video. I've mainly been taking a little break from YouTube, but also a few other things happened, and I'll explain that as we revisit the world of Modular. See what my stupid-ass dwarves are doing. We already had a... Last I remember, we traded with the caravan, and I was making a lot more bedrooms and expanding the fort a little bit, and also digging for more minerals and stuff. But, yeah. Now the, okay, getting a little slow down here. It's been a while since I fired this game up, so yeah. That, and, I believe there are a few updates for both Dwarf Fortress as well as DF Hack. So there's that. Okay, as usual, my dwarves aren't feeding the damn animals. Still wonder we hardly have any meat. Oh yeah, I was making some... I was also expanding the fort by making more room for, like, temples and... guild halls and stuff. And trying to expand my storage a bit more. We have a ton more bedrooms now. Which I don't think these have been... Okay, a few of these have been assigned. But I also assigned some more permanent. So anyway, I guess I'll explain what was going on during my absence. Yeah, I'm mainly taking a break, you know. And been busy with work, which we recently got a new store director. And yeah, just like the previous, he's actually a really nice guy. Which, yeah, my workplace, you know, the company I work for is known for having, you know, very friendly, you know, managers and stuff like that. So I've been them for over 10 years now, and still going strong. There were a few changes. They're planning a big remodeling of our store. They remodeled the restrooms. They're getting new registers. They cleared out the mechanical closet at the front, make another office. And yeah, a bunch of other things they're working on. It's going to pour some of the newer stores. Which, yeah, they're also making another HEB where I live. And it's actually not a long drive. It'll probably still be crowded as shit. Like, yeah, my store, you know, the store that I work for, they get busy, yeah, but they got nothing on HEB. Every time I go there, the parking lot's packed. And, yeah, we only have one HEB right now, and it's packed every time. Even on Sunday. Granted, my last time I went there was like a year ago. There's the main reason I don't really go to that one, because it's a bit of a drive for me. And I ain't going over there for a rotisserie chicken and some spaghetti noodles. Where I work is just like 5 minutes away, and yeah, I can just get my groceries there. And yeah, I went to a comic convention in late February. Definitely had some good time. Saw some cool costumes. I again dressed up as Walter White. I was planning on getting a tuxedo and a wig to look like John Wick, but I didn't have time, so yeah. Maybe for Halloween, we'll see. But yeah, something a bit more serious happened. Just the following night, I started to feel a little pain, like in my lower jaw. Which, if you actually watched my Dwarf footage, I mentioned a toothache a while back. That just came and went, but this one, it kind of lingered a bit more. So I kind of went to a dentist, and it turns out I have a small abscess that was growing. Because apparently my back wisdom tooth, which I'll explain my wisdom teeth here in a minute, apparently there was a cavity I wasn't aware of, and apparently some bacteria somehow leaked in and caused an abscess. Which, if you have a tooth abscess, it's serious. You gotta get it. You gotta go to a dentist and get it checked immediately, so they can, you know, set a game plan of what to do. Which, yeah, if you leave a tooth abscess untreated, it can spread throughout your jaw, and can even spread to other parts of your body, like your heart and even your brain. Which, yeah, could put you in the hospital, or worse. But yeah, I went to a smaller dentist, first off, who got pretty good reviews. So I checked them out, and they said because of the position, because I was in a wisdom tooth, and it's kind of bent at an angle a little bit, they wouldn't be able to get to it easily, so they referred to another dentist, which is a bit more prepared, for this more of an urgent dental care clinic. And I went there. The staff were awesome. The smaller dentist, the staff were good there too, but this one even more so. The staff were friendly and helpful. They put out everything that needed to be done, the best way to take care of it. So basically, what I had to do was remove my wisdom teeth, and the big thing, clear out that abscess. So yeah, they booked me an appointment 2 days later. It's kind of an emergency procedure, short notice, so I don't know if I will work. I'm not sure if they did find people to cover my shifts those days, but yeah. The reason I did that is because, well, since I removed my wisdom teeth and clear an abscess, I was going to be anesthetized. And when you're anesthetized, you can't drive or operate machinery for like 24 hours. And after the procedure, there are a lot of guidelines you have to follow, which I follow them to the letter, and I'll explain those in a minute. But the procedure itself went flawlessly. Yeah, it went a lot quicker than I expected it to. They managed to pull out the wisdom teeth, they managed to clear out the abscess, put gauze pads in the extraction sites, and yeah, they gave me clear instructions on what to do afterwards. Yes, my nephew was there to take me there and pick me up. But yeah, it's been about 10 days now, and I'm doing a lot better. No more pain or swelling in my jaw. The wisdom teeth are gone. The sockets are still healing, because it'd be at least 3 or 4 weeks before they heal completely. So during that time, I have to make sure those sockets are clear of like food particles and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a pretty strict diet I have to follow to promote good healing. Basically, I can't have hard or chewy foods for 3 weeks. And in the first few days after surgery, I pretty much have to like stick to like soups, like liquid foods and stuff like that, smoothies, stuff like that. But after the 4th day, I slowly moved to like foods that require minimal chewing. I've been using like tamales, soft pasta, stuff like that. But even now, during this time, there are some foods I have to avoid, like, again, really chewy, hard, crunchy foods. I can't have those. It'll delay the healing process and potentially get food particles in the sockets. Can't have spicy foods, because I can irritate the extraction areas. Yeah, I can't have anything acidic. So, no juices, like orange juices or citruses and stuff like that, or tomatoes, stuff like that. And basically any food that requires a lot of chewing I can't eat. But I'm, like I said, I'm slowly moving up to like more soft foods that require minimal chewing. I've been stocking up with like puddings, like canned soups, stuff like that. But yeah, prior to the procedure, I had a Rocephin shot, which is a special antibiotic that would help stop the bacteria in the abscess. And they also got me another antibiotic, which will help keep that bacteria in bay and kill it off. And I took my last pill yesterday. I just wanted to keep taking it until I run out. But yeah, no pain or swelling at all. It's all gone now. Because before, the swelling was so bad, I couldn't open my mouth up that much. And I pretty much couldn't chew anything. But I was glad I got that Rocephin shot, because the next day, the swelling started out a little bit, and it wasn't as much pain, but it was still there. Only after the dental surgery did I see results. But yeah, I'm definitely making the recovery. They said I did a really good job of keeping the sockets, because they gave me a little irrigating syringe that I fill with warm salt water, and I spray those sockets every time I eat. They also had me on a salt water rinse for a little bit. Then they gave me a special, well, I actually had a special mouth rinse that I do like twice a day. And after the surgery, they told me to just use a salt water rinse for now, and then in the follow-up appointment, they'll let me know when to get back on that special rinse, and I'm using that rinse again for a week. Yeah, they just pretty much keep those sockets cleaned, keep using that syringe, and I forgot, they also got me on like painkillers, like a naproxen, I think it is. Yeah, naproxen. They just told me to take that for a little bit, and at their point said I don't have to take it again unless I'm in pain, which I'm not. But I still have plenty of the painkillers, but I used the last of the antibiotics. And yeah, they worked like a charm. I take like 3 times a day. So I do it every 8 hours. That was a pretty good game plan, and so I went, yeah, the first few days post-op, I was pretty much sleeping with my head elevated. It'll help like reduce the severity of the swelling, because after the 3rd day, the swelling will stop. It'll start to gradually heal over time. Yeah, I'm glad I got that out of the way, because that was something I was trying to, I've been putting off for a while now, getting my wisdom teeth removed, and I'm glad I chose the right time to do it, because of that abscess. But yeah, it went flawlessly. The staff there were awesome. I'm definitely going there for my future dental checkups. I'm gonna find a few more minerals. Okay. And as far as games are concerned, you know, the usual, just playing Battlefield 6. I've been playing the Season 2. I know it's getting a lot of shit, mainly because of not enough maps, especially not enough big maps. You know, Battlefield's known for its big maps, and these maps here, you know, they're big, but not big enough. Because I think only like 2 or 3 maps accommodate jets. I'm still enjoying the game, though. I maxed out the Season 1 pass, and I'm working on the Season 2 pass. I'm already like halfway through it. And I didn't really buy too many new games, not on Steam anyway. They're playing another idle game, and I got Raiden Fighters Remix Collection for the PS5, which, yeah, it came out like a week ago. For some reason, it's only on the PlayStations and the Switch. They announced a Steam and Xbox version, but I didn't see any of those. They're probably still working on them, or maybe they got canceled. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I really need to start expanding my stockpiles. Well, with this huge area here, I guess this will be a storage stockpile. This huge ass area. And I'm pretty much gonna continue my strip mining venture. Okay. And I guess we'll dig this area as well. Who knows what we'll find? I know it was like a special command to like scan the area for what minerals they have, but I'm not going to do that. That part I'm actually going to work for. Okay, there's still dead parts of that diplomat we massacred. Oh yeah, I believe I was setting up a... I forgot to set up this dungeon here. Yeah, I was digging up areas for a dungeon. Okay. Should probably set some cages here too. Oh, we don't have that many cages. Here. I guess I'll make some over here. Is it this? Mouse was forge. Okay, they're making some, but Bowyer, Leatherworks. Did I set up another? Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, just 118 cages. Yeah, just cages right now. Might as well set this up now, so as our fort grows, we're going to need a justice system set in place. Like if the I might just select keep building. There we go. That way, if the dwarf's starting to get a little rowdy, just toss them in the dungeon. If they're unlucky enough, they'll be right across from Valen Dreth. As far as the household's concerned, nothing going on. Just, you know, might set a vacation sometime later in the month or next month to do a little spring cleaning. Need to drain the water heater later this month. And yeah, my niece recently got a job at Walmart. So that's good. You know, no, Walmart, you know, doesn't get the best rap. You know, but, you know, at this point, a job's a job. And apparently my dwarf is horrified. They still didn't get rid of this damn... I think it's because it's locked. Yeah, if another elf diplomat bitches about us cutting down trees, we're going to do the same thing. Just sick the military on them. Okay. Yeah, I can smell the incense from here, jeez. Still got a whole box of incense that bought like a couple years ago. I still haven't used them all. Okay. Already getting a good stockpile going, and this will be another one, of course. Is that jade? No, it's rough turquoises. Okay. We're getting some more minerals and stuff, so that's good. You know, I should probably set a door. Close material. There we go. By the way, my previous upload from a month back was a Hall Effect joystick for the N64. They work great, but I think my N64 is having a few issues. Like, sometimes I play a little bit, it'll reset, like, automatically. Which, I'm not sure what that's about. Granted, the thing's, like, 25 plus years old, so naturally it's gonna have issues. And of course, let animals start these damn dwarves. But anyway, yeah, I might be getting a new N64 in the future. Thankfully, there's a game store not far from here that sells for like a few $100. I have quite a few of them, so I might get one from there. Oddly, the original color ones, like $200, less than $200. The color ones, like the purple one I have, they run for like $250. Which, I guess makes sense. They're different colors and they're translucent plastic and stuff, so I guess that makes sense. Which, I did look up things online what causes that random reset for N64. It says that one person said about the expansion slot, where you put the expansion pack for additional RAM for the N64. I checked it, it was clean. No signs of corrosion or anything, but I might check the cartridge slot, see if the pins need cleaning or anything like that. So maybe the whole console needs cleaning, because it's never been opened, and I doubt that warranty is any good now, so maybe if I find time later in the month, I'll take that thing apart, give it a deep cleaning, see if that fixes it. If not, then I'll just swing my game store and buy a new N64. But yeah, post-op for the dental surgery, yeah. First 3 days I can't use a straw or drink carbonated beverages. I can irritate the extraction sites and can even cause dry socket. So yeah, just refrain from using straws a day. Get stuck with soups, like tea, stuff like that. Just had soup for lunch at work, and I'm still having soup at lunch at work. Because again, can't have chewy foods for a while. I can't eat chicken and dumplings, since they're soft enough, I can just chew it, you know, don't even do that much chewing and stuff. And in case you're wondering, yeah, the operation wasn't cheap. It was like $3,600. Because again, 4 wisdom teeth removed, had to be anesthetized, had to clear out an abscess. Yeah, it wasn't cheap, but that's why my father left us that emergency fund. And I'm slowly working on rebuilding that fund for like future emergencies, so it'll be a while for me to replenish that. But you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Just gonna do it nice and slow. Don't want to stress over it too much. Anyway, let's check our nobles are okay. So we have a Baroness. The Mayor. Decent study. I thought you have a room. Hold on. Hold on, who does this belong to? Okay, is this hold on, no. No, this shouldn't go to the fishery. Okay, this should go to the mayor. High aquamarine. Hold on, where's the mayor? Okay, hold on. Who's the mayor? It's, Monom Etulkog. Okay, Monom... Who's this? That's a broker. Okay. Yes, let's go to this guy. And what about the tomb? And that's Captain the Guard. Oh, she was the mayor. Now she's not anymore, so yeah. There you go, all fixed. Okay, that means... That means she's gonna need a room now. Hold on, let me check real quick. Okay, No, don't dig. Okay, they're there now, okay. Okay, that's good. These damn dwarves, why don't they feed the animals? Why don't the animals feed themselves? Let's set up a pasture for them over here. Like, see? Does it need to be fenced or something? I don't know. Yeah, if you're just watching this, I made like a giant gold wall around my fort. Which has guard towers, but they can't get to this one, because all the stuff's in the way. It's going to do well for them to actually remove it. So, yeah. They can't use this. That's I don't expect anything major or anything. Well, it's more migrants, so I can set up another military. Oh, apparently I got a notification. Give me a second. Alexa, read my notifications.
You have one new notification from Amazon Shopping. There's a low price offer from your wish list. Here's more on Turtle Beach Match Advanced Wired Controller License. It's $29.99 after $10 savings. Want product details?
No, thank you. Okay, just deal with my wish list. Just a generic Xbox controller. Been on my wish list for a while, but I don't think I need any controllers right now. I got plenty of them. Speaking of controllers, I did a little rearranging on my desk. I actually moved the Raspberry Pi to a lower shelf, and I moved my capture card in that same area. And I also got another power supply and micro HDMI cable for it for the TV. So if I want to play the Raspberry Pi on the TV, all I can do is just unplug it from here, then plug it in over there. The thing is, that power supply doesn't have a power switch, whereas the one that came with this Pi does. Which is kind of weird. So I had to turn it off. I had to unplug it completely. So that's weird. I just grabbed a power supply. Well, I might as well go with the same company, Canikit, that I got this kit from. And there you go. And for some reason there's vomit everywhere. And yeah, it's working good. Still working good. I'll get back to making retro gaming videos later in the week. But I want to get this Dwarf Fortress video out there. Just mainly catch up with the 4 and take the time to explain where I've been the last month or so. Because, yeah, it's... So I take a little break because my last videos weren't doing so hot, so I figured, let's just put it on the wayside for a bit. But yeah, I moved the Raspberry Pi down here, and my Minis 4 mini PC, I actually moved it on my desk, and I installed SteamOS on it. And yeah, it's more or less just like the Steam Deck, just now on my monitor. Oh, also, yeah, I forgot my monitors have 2 HDMI ports each. So I had my Raspberry Pi HDMI plugged into the computer, but I decided to plug it into the monitor so I can play Raspberry Pi on the Win that way. And since it's still connected to the capture card, it still works in OBS. So there you go. And I decided to use a second HDMI port for the Minis Forum PC. Haven't toyed much with SteamOS. I literally just installed SteamOS on it yesterday, so I'll toy with it, see how it is. I'm not doing any heavy gaming on it, but hey, you got something on it. And I took out the M.2 drive out of my living room PC. It still has a 500 gigabytes in a SATA drive. But yeah, just plug out the M.2 out of that and put it in there. And I still have the 1 terabyte one that had Windows 11 on it. I originally used Linux Mint, but I decided let's go with some more game oriented. So I went with SteamOS, which is Linux based. So there you go. Might as well look at that controller real quick. While the dwarves are doing their thing, and they're still not feeding these damn animals. God damn. Okay, still working on this. Oh, they're already filling this. This is a big space. And they might have even more space here. Anyway, let's check that list. Oh, yeah, it says Turtle Beach Rematch. $29. It looks cool to a Titan steel. Now I remember why I wishlisted it, because it looks cool. Glows in the dark. Onboard audio controls. Hall effect hair triggers. Rumble motors. Mappable back buttons. For $30, that ain't too bad. And I believe this used to be PDP. Didn't PDP buy Turtle Beach? Because I know they got Victrix, who made that Pro BFG. And for what it was worth, it was a decent controller. Could be better, but it was decent. Also, a Power 8 Advantage on my wish list. They're all on sale. Normally $40, now $30. It says limited time deal. It is something I added on a whim. That being said, I'll probably get it. But again, I got plenty of controllers. I still got my Hex gaming controllers. Got my 8-bit Do controllers, but using that GameSir Supernova. I'm surprised how much my fort has grown in like just 2 years in game. I make room for more bedrooms. So this should last us. Yeah, we're good on food and drinks and stuff. Hardly any meat. Maybe if they feed those damn animals and let them procreate, might have some good meat stores. But for now, I'm relying on traders. Haven't statue of Rith Shockinx. Okay. Okay. I think we're good on coal. How much coal do I have? A lot of animating bolts, jeez. Amulets. Giant flying squirrel nail amulet. What the fuck? Okay, plenty anvils. Hold on, where would... Yeah, we've got a lot of coins here. Yeah. We're rolling in the dough. Okay, plants, prepare meals, raw fish, rough gems, seeds. Tools, under tools? Steel nest box, no. Rat remains, hamster remains. God damn. Powder, same barley flour, okay. Where... Okay, legwear, headwear, hatch covers, handwear, grates, goblets. Where would... Corpses. Well, stuff corpses here. They're going in the dump, but still. God damn it. Okay, body parts. Okay, blocks. Where would coal be located? I still have a lot of gold bars. That's coke. I still don't know why it's called coke. Okay, I'm a dwarf god. I'm not Pablo Escobar. Okay. Just going a bit more. God damn. Okay, here we go. It says coke. This is coke. Yeah, don't stiff this. You're not gonna get a high. Okay. I always call coal. It's coal. And maybe it's just some slang for coal, I don't know. At this point, I'm just letting the fort run and just waiting for something eventful to happen. I also keep looking at my list of controllers, just to see how many controls I have on my wish list. Got the Turtle Beach rematch, GameSir G7 Pro. It's been for hearing a few horror stories about them breaking. So I'm still not sure if I want that. I might get it at some point. I do plan on getting the competitor from Hyperkin, the Xbox controller. It looks like a DualSense controller. Looks like a DualSense controller. It has a key thing, no haptic feedback or adaptive triggers, things like that. It's shaped like a DualSense controller, so for people who prefer the symmetrical thumbstick layout. Also got a Gullah Kit ES Pro, $30. Okay, got a few control holders. PXMP5, which isn't available anymore. I still have a Logitech G920 steering wheel controller on here. One day I'll get it for cheap. Still got a GameSir G7 I'll get that later. A few wireless adapters for 8BitDo for the retro consoles. And 8BitDo controllers for said consoles. It's got a Power A enhanced wireless controller for the Switch. 8BitDo Pro 2 wired controller for the Xbox. Okay, another controller stand. Okay. Yeah, originally I had some like parts to make my own custom Xbox controller, but yeah, the remat buttons and stuff like that, those require soldering, which I have no knowledge of, so yeah, I'm involved with that. Do have a few control freaks. I might get those later. Power enhanced wireless control for the Switch. Afterglow for the Switch. Easy SMX X15. Easy SMX X10. Had those for a while. Retro Fighters Hunter for the OG Xbox. Doesn't look like that's available anymore. The Bimbok Play Switch Pro Controller. Oh, it's not the one with the digital triggers and stuff? Okay. PDP Gaming Afterglow. PDP Gaming Rematch Glow. That's not available anymore. Looks cool. I should have got that. And another Hyperkin Xenon controller that's blue, which I might still get that, but you know. I would have gotten Afterglow for the Xbox, but it shot up in price, like $80. It's like, no way, Jose. GameSir Collade. I want to get that for a while. Pretty cool controller. Yeah, and all the Power A controllers and the PDP controllers are They're good budget controllers. Oh, that one looks cool. It's not available though. If I recall, some of these controllers have a... well, that's only 18 bucks. Huh. Why is that one $103? Yeah, so many budget controllers for the Xbox. Not so for the PlayStation, because they use a strict Bluetooth 5.1 protocol that only allows for DualSense controllers to be connected. Third-party controllers, you know, like official ones, they need a special wireless dongle to use them. You can't just get any random controller and plug it in. No, the PlayStation is pretty strict. Because a lot of games, like Ratchet and Clank and Returnal, they actually utilize adaptive triggers and haptic feedback in the gameplay. And you don't have that with certain third-party controllers, like the Victrix BFG or the Nacon Revolution, stuff like that. But if you want all that stuff and still have those features, your best bet is just get a custom controller like AIM, Hex Gaming, Battle Beaver, and these other companies. Granted, they're not cheap, but they have all the Pro Controller features you want. Adjustable height thumbsticks, switchable trigger locks, or digital triggers, and programmable back buttons. It's been a while since I used it, but I do love the Hex Gaming Phantom. Surprisingly, nobody got hurt. I'm surprised the hospital isn't being used that much. I've only seen like 3 or 4 dwarves in here since I set up this hospital. And for some reason I didn't put a door down, so let's fix that. I should probably set up this office for another military commander. Yeah, not much going on in the fort right now. But again, just want to get this video out, so I just, you know, explain my absence and whatnot. But I'm getting back in the swing of things, don't worry. I'm going to plan out some retro gaming videos later, next few days, and get that rolling again. Set that there. And of course, weapon racks and armor stands. And some chests. Because these dwarves demand the best. They will not accept anything less. So how are we doing down here? I'm still chipping away at it. Look at all this stuff here. I got claystone, got some selenite, gypsum, some more rock salt, yellow jaspers, tetrahedrites, borax, rough amethysts, saltpeter, smoky quartzes, bloodstones. I mean, I still don't know why they're green instead of red. You think bloodstone, you think red, but no, green. Okay. Speaking of, we got some jades here. That's cool. Some more jet. Yellow jaspers. Picture jaspers. Okay. Blue jades. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna strip mine this entire floor here. And I won't be surprised if this still isn't enough for our needs. They're doing surprisingly good. Haven't any complaints from the miners or anything. They're well fed. They're well kept. Nothing to catch in the swamps. Yeah. I'll expand these stockpiles too. Though I'll probably leave this one as it is, but these few down here, I'll expand these because I'm reserving this space for more bedrooms. Even though I have plenty already, you never know how many dwarves you're gonna get. But yeah, still no migrants. Wait. I was wondering. I was doing a little test with the Raspberry Pi. Yeah, connect to HDMI. It will work. Works great. Though the speakers on these monitors are how do I put it? Not the best. See, this is why you need like speakers for like your PC setup. Because let's be honest, built-in speakers and monitors suck. Especially on the cheaper end. As I recall, these monitors are like $300 each, but I got them on sale. No, they're $200 each. And yeah, picture quality is great. Response time, awesome. Sound quality of speakers, not so much. I mean, they're better than nothing, but still, just get a cheap $40 pair of Logitech speakers. They're going to sound a lot better. Trust me. But yeah, I don't know if these monitors have headphone jacks. Let's see, there's power. There's a display port, the two HDMI ports. Nope. Okay, well. Because my AKG headphones, they have a longer cable, but I misplaced it. I got a shorter cable. For now, I need to find that longer cable. I have it somewhere in my room. I just gotta find it. Because where I put the capture card is like in the back of the desk, and this cable I have on the AKG headset is just barely long enough to connect there to where I wear it, and I kind of gotta get hunched at the screen a bit, so I'm trying to find that longer cable so I can sit back a bit more, because I know I still have that cable, I just forgot where I put it. Yeah, I love these AKGs, these Studio K240 Studios. Sound good, especially for the price. I think they're like $80 when I got them, or 70 around there. They sound amazing. They sound those just the lower end headsets. Imagine how their higher end headphones sound like. Oh man, probably an audiophile's dream. Though if I do get a new set of headphones, it'll probably be the Audio Technicas, the MTX 50s, I believe they're called. They're not cheap, like $150, but I hear nothing but good things about it, so I might look into that. I'll probably just use the AKGs for my laptop or something. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't look like much is going on here. I mean, we assign more bedrooms for strip mining part of the world here. Found quite a few minerals there. They're already filling up this stockpile. Jesus. Well, they're gonna have another one fill up. And I set up the quarters for another military commander when I get some more migrants and set up a new military. And my dwarves are vomiting all over the place for some reason. But anyway, I think that'll do for this video, comrades. It's good to be making videos again. So yeah, I'll be back to my weekly Dwarf Fortress uploads, as well as a few retro game videos throughout the weeks. And yeah, VR videos and Doom videos, they're pretty much on the back burner for a while. I'm pretty much going to stick with this format for a while, because it's easy, and yeah. Dwarf Fortress videos, I can just, do some of the phone while talking about random stuff. And retro game videos, I'm just playing random retro games, and kind of focus on games I played in the past, while also exploring games I never played before. So yeah, that's pretty much the game plan. And I'm planning something big for my 10-year anniversary. I'm planning a big video of my history of gaming. I'm going to just start working on the sort of a transcript for that later on. Yeah, it's going to be big. But in the meantime, that'll be it for this video, comrades. This is Unforgiving Caleb signing out. You all have a good day.
Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient, and soon it can all be worth it. All the searching, pain is never really